Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Sunday, April 10th slate of NBA and MLB games. I'm super excited to hop into it. We have a really full slate of both NBA and MLB games. I will go over the unfortunate part here in just a second, but before we do that, I did just want to go ahead and say that at the time of recording this video, we are on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. I do post these videos daily, so if you guys are wanting to know what I'm betting on every single day and why, then feel free to turn on that notification bell and watch these videos. Next, I just want to go ahead and give a shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do, and thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance, despite having not necessarily the best last few weeks here for the NBA. But it's just been a tough time for the NBA. You know, at the end of the day, it's really hard to bet on the NBA right now, and all the stats point in one direction and it goes the other for like 90% of them. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. We'll do a quick recap as of yesterday. We did have a 2-in-1 day yesterday, so we ended up having our one loss of the day and our one NBA play of the day was Pelicans and Grizzlies under 230.5 at -110 odds. The Pelicans gave up 55 points in the third quarter alone, so I knew as soon as that fourth quarter started that there was absolutely no shot that this under was hitting. But, you know, the other two bets that we did have the Cardinals -1.5 on the run line versus the Pirates at +110 odds. That one did end up hitting for us. I think they won by exactly 2, so it was definitely a close one. But that one ended up working out for us. Then we also had the White Sox money line versus the Tigers. That was another close one, but that one also ended up working out for us. So, you know, we ended up going 2-0. I still haven't lost an MLB bet yet. So I'm 3-0 so far. I mean, is that going to continue? Probably not. Once again, but you know, we can hope. We can try for it. There's a full slate, so hopefully I can pick out of all of these games on the slate. Hopefully I can pick 2 winners. So let's go ahead and dive into it without any further ado. So our first play, really quick, before we did hop into my official plays, I did just want to go ahead and say, if you guys know my channel, I record my videos the night before because essentially my internet is so bad that by the time I record it, I then have to upload it to my editor. The upload takes about 30 to 45 minutes, so I have to upload it to my editor. He then obviously edits it and sends it back. Then in the morning, whenever I go to download it again, it takes over an hour to download, and then I have to upload it again, which takes about 30 to 45 minutes once again. So you're looking at a total of like 2.5 hours just to upload and download the videos. So I always do these videos the night before, and if I ever add any official plays, I always put them in 1, my Twitter, and 2 in the pinned comments. So those are where I put my extra plays. And we're going to have to do that for tomorrow because at the time recording this video, which is about 12:30 in the morning for Sunday, we don't have a single lineup. Not a single spread, not a single over-under, not a single money line. We don't have a single lineup for any of these NBA games. Not a single one. So I will just talk about one bet that I truly do like that I will probably be betting on, and it'll probably be an added play. But we don't have a single lineup, and there's nothing I can really do about it. So the only play that I am considering is Dorian Finney-Smith under on everything. I may do a max under parlay where I just bet all of his unders and parlay them together because first of all, it's the last game of the year. I doubt that they're going to be running some of their guys that are going to be playing big minutes in the playoffs. I doubt they're going to be running them very much. I feel like they will barely be out there. And not to mention the Spurs in their last 7 games have allowed the second fewest points per game to opposing small forwards, and they've allowed the third fewest rebounds per game. So they haven't given up a lot of stats to these teams, and we know that Dorian Finney-Smith, he loves to get a bunch of extra cardio out there. He's more of just a defensive guy, realistically. So I feel like he might be one of the first players to go. Obviously, we could see Luka out pretty early as well, so if you wanted to take a look at some of his unders, it's going to be a very ugly day in the NBA. That's pretty much all I'm trying to say. It's going to be very ugly. Won't be a whole lot to bet on, but I can say that pretty confidently that Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be an added play here for us. Another thing is in these type of games, one thing that you do want to target is going after some of the young teams. Like I said, a lot of these teams will be kind of resting and getting ready for the playoffs, but a lot of those young teams, they don't have a whole lot to play for, and they're just kind of out there. So betting on young teams in these situations is a really good tactic as well. So that's all I have for the NBA. Like I said, I don't really know where to go any further than that. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it. We have 2 official MLB plays, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Our first play of the day, we're going to be taking the Orioles and the Rays under 8.5 runs, plus 100 odds. So we do have Kluber on the mound, and he has an average of 3.83 ERAs. And Tyler Wells, on the flip side of things, he has an ERA of 4.11 on his career. So between the two, they don't give up a whole lot of runs. Obviously, between the two, it's going to be very close. It should be like right at 8 if the average is correct. So with that being said, I mean, obviously it's just an average. So is it going to exactly happen? No. But I'm just saying that that if it were to go exactly as planned, it would finish just under. So, and then on top of that, in their last 4 matchups between these two teams, it has gone under in 3 of them. So the history does back this bet as well. So I do like it. And as a underdog, or as a road dog as of last year, the Orioles are 40, 35, and 4 to the under. And on the road in general, they are 41, 36, and 4 to the under on the road. So I really like that play. And then not to mention the Rays as a home favorite, they are 33, 30, and 3 to the under. So a lot of stats do back this play. And so I do think that we see a ton of value here for that game. So that's going to be our first play of the day. Orioles and Rays under 8.5 runs at plus 100 odds. And then our second and final MLB play of the day, we're going to be taking the Dodgers on the run line, minus 1.5 here versus the Rockies at minus 130 odds. Now, I'm going to butcher this, and I'm sorry, but I think it's Julio Urias. I could be butchering that, and I'm so sorry if I am. But he's actually a very, very good pitcher. He has a 2.96 ERA, so doesn't give up a whole lot of runs just in general. And his record as of last year in his games in general, he is 20-3. So he is a very, very solid pitcher. And on the flip side of things for the Rockies, Antonio Senzatella. Once again, I'm so sorry. I'm new to this baseball, to like MLB for some of these players. So it has been a pretty weird adjustment, and so getting to learn all these players' names again, it's definitely going to be a tough one. But his ERA is 4.42, so he does give up a decent amount more runs than the Dodgers pitcher. So I think we see a little bit of value there. And his record last year in games in general was 4-10. So he hasn't had a great track record here recently. And I think that this line is juiced for a reason. The Dodgers have not covered in this entire series for this exact spread, but it is split right down the middle for the season series. The Rockies have won one, and the Dodgers have won one. So I think that this is a game where the Dodgers absolutely take control. So I think that we see a ton of value here for the Dodgers, and I think it is juiced for a reason. Like I said, I think that this is just going to be the time where they truly turn things on and really get things going. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we're on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so make sure you guys do subscribe if you guys are new. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. This is King Center signing out. Peace.